Hello, I'm Sharon Morrison, and today I'd like to talk to you about the burning issue of going grey. At some point in our lives, women, men, we are all going to have to face facts that we're grey underneath all that hair dye, and for many of us the thought of actually embracing the grey is completely terrifying. So, as you can see, I've gone grey, but I'd like to tell you my story so you can understand how easy and difficult it was for me to do it. Well, in 2004, I was diagnosed with breast cancer and I had to have a course of chemotherapy. The worst thing for me was the thought that I was going to lose all my hair, and it was bad. I hated losing all my hair. Gradually, I got used to it. But then, as the treatment finished, my hair started to grow back. But it grew back not medium golden brown with caramel highlights, which is my normal colour, but it was steel grey. And I hated it. And as soon as I could, I put a dye on. 5 years later, I had a checkup, and guess what? I had cancer again, so I had to have chemotherapy all over again. And I guess not too many of us have the opportunity to try grey hair from fresh, but after my hair started to grow back again, I decided to keep it grey. Now, going grey was a bit difficult for me because my kids didn't want me to stay grey. They wanted me to dye my hair. They thought that grey hair was aging. My sister told me that everyone thought I was her mother, not my children's mother, because grey was so aging. And one of my dear friends, when I said to her, no one wants me to go grey, she said, I agree. So you can imagine I was terrified. And yet I liked the look. I really liked short grey hair. And as my hair grew a bit longer, like to this size almost, I actually thought I'm going to keep it like this because I like it. So everybody who tried to persuade me to dye my hair again just gave up, but then they too got used to it. And yes, the first time you met someone with your grey hair and they were a little bit shocked, they got over it because I liked my hair. And actually going grey made me feel blonde. With my skin colouring, I could never be blonde, but now I felt like I had a sort of a blonde hairstyle. I mean, the important thing about going grey is that you don't just go grey, you probably pay a bit more attention to how you dress, how you do your hair, how you style. My hair is particularly easy to style. I wash it, I blow dry it, I put product on it, I don't put product on it. But for me, it always looks okay. I'm very happy with it. But it wasn't by accident that I'm happy with it. I got myself a really good hairdresser, and I'm not saying a really expensive hairdresser. Andrew is my hairdresser. He comes to my house and he cuts it for a tenner. And I pay him £2 for the shampoo. Not that he shampoos it, I wet my hair. But the thing is, he got that I wanted to look edgy. I didn't want to look frumpy. And he cuts my hair so I feel elegant and I can feel a bit edgy. And when I want to, I can just be really plain and, unwashed, and it's still fine. So I got over all of that. But then, of course, if you've got hair like this, you want to dress to suit it as well. And of course, with hair my colour, I can no longer wear beige. So now beige has gone from my wardrobe, I can wear every colour under the sun, and I do. So I have greens, oranges, pale teal, everything. Of course, I love grey and black, so my wardrobe is full of grey and black. But in fact, I can wear all the other colours too. It makes me feel happier. But some of the other problems associated with going grey is that not just you, the wearer of the grey hair, but other people think that if you've got grey hair, something's happened to what's underneath it, like your brain has gone funny, you are an elderly person incapable of doing anything, and that couldn't be further from the truth. We're all very capable and very, very able, whatever our hair colour is, and we have to learn to rehabilitate other people's views, like my kids, my sister, my friends. So once you get over that, then you can approach grey and think, this is actually a great colour for me and I like it. But for those of you who are terrified, but you feel like you don't want to carry on dyeing because, well, it's a hellishly expensive affair if you get it done right, then one thing I can recommend, because I certainly did this myself, was try a wig. Go to a wig shop and try on some grey wigs, and you might actually be surprised at how good you look. Because one of the things that I've noticed is that as you get older, your skin colour changes, you get paler. And for a pale skin, grey hair seems to work quite well. So if you are feeling that little bit nervous about going grey, try out a wig and see how it goes. Because growing out your hair can take probably about 10 months if you want to get it completely grey. But what I would say is Give it a go, and you might find it's one of the best things you ever did. It's made me feel very happy. So if you want to go grey, go grey. But on the other hand, if you like to dye your hair, just carry on, but it's down to you. You're in control.